it was definitely a little bit of a blurry night. But I just remember that this man, he had a woman, and her woman had a woman, and then there was me. So I was thinking like, yo, this guy's got a girl and there's a girl for me. Like, I'll take the other girl. But this man right here, this man sitting next to me, this fucking legend, he offered me his girl with him.
You know, that's how you really consummate a friendship.
That's how you consummate a fucking friendship. That is the ultimate. It hits you somewhere in your bones.
It's like breaking bread. It's like, come eat at my table. You don't have to sit over there.
Breaking bread and getting head, you know?
Breaking bread and getting that.
Yeah.
I like that. That could be the name of the movie. Breaking bread and getting head.
Well, alright. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human soul. It'll usually show when the truth ain't told. Use a liar, I can smell it on you. Got the voice down packed, but your eyes are telling on you. Shame on you for stretching your mouth around shit.
Welcome back to an all-new episode of Beavis and Butthead in real life.
Yeah, we should play music videos on this other little screen here.
I'm fucking game.
What did they do? Like, I remember Beavis and Butthead, but like, I don't really remember what the show was about.
So Beavis and Butthead basically would just like sit there. Well, like the show was half them watching music videos and like ripping on the music videos and like
on it, right?
Yeah, most of it was like talking shit about it, like making fun of it, and then it would like cut in and out of like a story of like a episode or something ridiculously stupid, like them fucking delivering chocolate candy bars and instead just selling them to each other and eating it and selling back the same $2. Like he'd sell it to him, they'd sell it back.
And it was just like, and then they would cut to like that, and then back to them on the couch.
Yeah, exactly. And then play a music video, like part of the music video, and they'd watch it.
Because I remember the video game more than anything. I think. Do you remember the video game on Sega?
I remember the movie. The movie I remember the most. Honestly, usually whenever I would see Beavis and Butthead on MTV late night was like when I was like waiting to watch like Yo MTV Raps or something, and I'd be like, "This fucking show sucks."
You were just kind of passing through.
But
they only played rock music. You weren't fucking with the rock music.
I mean,
right?
on occasion you would see like House of Pain or something, but like they weren't really playing rap videos.
What a fucking concept, bro! Mike Judge is a legend.
Is that the creator?
Yeah.
What else has he done?
Great.
Anything else? I always thought that King of the Hill, it stemmed from that, right? Because remember they were like, "Don't be jacking off in my trailer." I'm pretty sure that was Hank Hill or a character that looked a lot like him. I'm gonna Google that.
If King of the Hill and Beavis and Butthead, they were both on MTV, right?
I don't know if King of the Hill was on there, but I feel like the style of like cartooning, there has to be Beavis and Butthead.
Same animators. It could have came because I feel like they had.
Well, there was this character they had on Beavis and Butthead, and his whole thing was always like,
"Did he ride
you
on
kids
a
are
tractor?
jerking off." No, he didn't ride on a tractor. I don't think so. He was just like he lived in a trailer, and his whole thing was like, "You kids are jerking off in my trailer." That was like a weird fucking like thing he would always say.
Wait, what were you talking about? You said something about how all cartoons had a weird. What were you talking about that had a weird sexual thing towards the? We were talking about it yesterday.
Oh no, we weren't talking about cartoons. We were talking about Adam Sandler movies.
Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, Adam Sandler movies. There's always some kind of weird, underlining dark humor about child molestation.
But it's not. It's not because we were debating it yesterday.
I mean,
you said that it was Billy Madison, right? Where the nanny or the babysitter.
No, on his stand-up, he used to have the skit where it was like, "Go under the table and play with your cock and balls." It was like the ant, and I was always like, "Why is this ant telling him to play with his dick under the table? Like that's a little weird." But then I noticed, like in every movie, if you watch an Adam Sandler movie, and I don't know if this is every single one, I'm sure you can find one without it.
I feel like
there's usually always
you're using the term "every" pretty loosely. Right?
I mean, I can't think of one offhand that I didn't.
My man. Don't try and me too.
Maybe
my
like
guy. That's one of our leaders.
I'm not me tooing him. I'm just saying maybe he was molested and he thinks it's funny. I don't know.
Yo, honestly, the amount of stories that I've heard on podcasts from these fucking comedians about them being molested when they were little is pretty ridiculous. But molested in like not like by their uncle, by like other kids. Like one dude said that his boys like held him down and one of them put their dick in his mouth because it was funny. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
I don't know how funny that is.
I'm gonna put my dick in your mouth. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know how funny that is.
Like,
we might have had different upbringings. I'm fucking stabbing someone if they do that shit.
There was always like, dude, we would like, remember I told you what goosing somebody is?
Yeah.
Dude, we would do that all the time to each other.
I guess. So. Yeah, ball
you grab
tap.
a stick, you fucking grab a stick and you fucking poke your boy in the ass, and then you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's how
that's
you fuck
funny.
around.
But
and I
stick
feel
your
like
dick
that,
in someone's
and
mouth.
I feel like that is an overly exaggerated version of all that other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it never happened to me, but I'm like, I'm not. That's not far off from I feel like what happened to a lot of kids.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I mean,
I mean?
when you think about it, you can always find some fucking weird event that happened at a sleepover or something, and you're like, that just didn't seem normal.
It's a little, yeah.
That wasn't
it's
right.
A little rocky, you know.
But that's growing up in America. Welcome,
bro.
Or was that just a thing back? I don't know. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
I mean, you would catch a sexual assault charge today if you fucking goosed your boy.
Or if you fucking shoved your dick in your boy's mouth.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a. You should catch one for that. But like if you chumbawamba'd your boy in school,
what's that? Chumba what?
It's like a double-handed goose. The
wow.
Chumbawamba,
See,
you might even get a twist in there. Like the game is deep.
See, when my friends, like the pranks we would play was like open chest. Do you remember open chest?
You get punched in your chest.
Yeah, but if you had your arms crossed, somebody's doing open chest, you cross.
Yeah, see,
or like ball tapping. That was about the closest you go to a man's dick.
See, but that's the thing is like I feel like we weren't like hitting like you if you're open chest playing open chest, you're fucking hitting them, and like that would turn into a fight. I feel like
sometimes
most of the time, for sure. We were like, you want to fuck with your boy, but you don't want to hit it. You don't want to maybe cause a fight. So, like, putting your fucking fingers in his ass it's like.
I don't know.
Like
putting your fingers in your boy's ass might cause a fight.
It's like, I'm not going to fight you over it, but, like, you got me. Like, where is it?
You fucking took my manhood. You got me. I missed that.
That's fucking hilarious.
This would be so much better if we could talk about music videos.
What's going on? Is there a music video outside?
Somebody's jamming for sure. Oh, that's my shit too.
Yeah,
all night long?
That's all night long, yeah.
That's a fucking jam, boy. That's a summertime jam. That means summertime's around the corner. If people are driving by bumping that shit.
Yo, I need to grill something, bro. It's been too long since I've grilled something.
Well, we just found out that your complex has a grill.
These Crocs right here have not seen a grill. And that's not good for the Crocs. That's
these
like not
Crocs
watering your plants.
It's like that song, these boots were made for walking. These Crocs are made for cooking.
Yeah, these
grilling.
Crocs are made for grilling.
We should do that. Okay? What? Picture this. One video a day. Is there a way we could make it pop up in there?
Yes.
I think that would go hard. And we could just fucking...
So what, pick a music video?
Pick a random music video every week.
Here's the thing. I put these on YouTube... And putting a music video on there fucks with the YouTube.
Well, you know what we could do is distort the sound a little bit. I've seen people how they get away with it. You pitch it down or pitch it up a little bit. I think it wouldn't be as much about the song. It'd be more about what's happening in the music video.
Okay,
and
what
just
if we
kind of
just
break
did
it
the
down.
video with no audio?
We could do that.
And then what? We're talking shit about the video?
And then we talk shit or just like take a little trip down memory lane and kind of reference what the fuck's going on in this video.
I'm not mad at that.
How it portrays to life. What's going on out there?
You know, I'm really not sure because that's happening like in the hallway.
Yeah, some shit's going down.
You got your gun?
I wish. I fucking took my lesson.
You got your concealed carry?
I got my concealed carry.
This kid, watch out. Watch out, Houston. Dolo's fucking strapped up.
We're out here, baby.
The kid is strapped up. Are you on the live feed right now? Are you checking the feed?
I got the notification.
You seeing what's good? All right, well, while we take this break, let me just remind everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Drop a little comment. Let us know what's up. Say what's good. Hey, I made it this far into the video. We're fucking 8 minutes in. That's an accomplishment. Pat yourself on the back. Do something great.
Grand. All right, so live now.
Oh, you got it.
Checking in with the people. Shout out to everyone that's watching right now. If you're watching, let us know you're watching. Talk to us. I got the fucking stream right here. I can see you.
Yeah, the kids tuned in. The kids locked in.
What do you got to talk about this evening?
All right, just so that to remind you, so it's in the back of your head. We have to finish. Remember, we ended last week's episode with like we're gonna tell a part of our story.
Yeah.
And we ended on you talking about how you were like trying to be like the pretty boy, which you're not, and you were like doing this thing,
trying to push the image.
Yeah, push the image. So just think about that because that's gonna come at the end.
All right.
And I don't know. I got some things that I typed into my notes here. It's a dangerous game to just go reading them without reading them. It's a dangerous game to go reading them out loud without reading them in my head first.
I mean, let's just fucking shoot from the hip.
Well, the first one says getting upset because a girl that was too ugly hit on you. You ever get that? You ever get a nasty
I know that
bitch and you're like, what? Like, you think I'm on you're hitting on me? You think that I would fuck you? I'm upset now because you think that I would fuck you.
Oh, I know that feeling well. I know that feeling well.
That?
Because you're always like, why couldn't it be a hot bitch that just fucking like makes that first move?
Not even I mean, yeah, why couldn't it have been a hot bitch? But like, why did she have to be so ugly? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it couldn't
like,
have even been like a maybe.
You
like,
question it. Are you in that
like
zone?
I'll let her marinate for that for later if I get a little bit more drunk and there's nothing perspective on the table. You know what I mean? I'll go back to that.
Right.
But she's not even that.
She's just fucking a sewer dweller.
Just a disgusting human. Just like she smells like a fucking Parliament light, and she's got the monster tattoo that's faded. You know,
so,
just like a sick. Her fupa's pouring out of her undone jean shorts. You know, she undid them after she ate too much pizza. You know, like one of those bitches. Would I fuck?
I mean, did you?
No.
You're too angry?
No, but you feel like I did, though, right?
Yeah, because I'm like, you're describing some of the girls I've seen you go home with. No, I'm just playing. No, I do get what you're saying, but it also begs the question is like, women probably feel that way sometimes when we hit on them. They're like,
yes.
This motherfucker.
Yes.
He doesn't even have a Ferrari, and he thinks he can talk to me?
And
what a fucking broke bitch.
I can only think back to when I was at my peak of disgustingness, you know? And I'm hitting on like the hottest girls in the club as if like I deserve to be hitting on them. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of them had to feel that way. A lot of them had to go home and feel bad about themselves because I hit on them.
Yeah, for sure. You're fucking ruining their self-esteem.
Hey, I'm just trying to bring them down a little bit for the next guy.
Bro, it reminds me of that fucking. Do you ever watch that guy? I haven't watched his actual full show, but he has this show where he kind of knocks women down to like bring them down. He's like a
pickup artist.
Something like that.
He's throwing nags at him.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I know the concept. I don't know
it's
the
like
specific show or whatever.
I guess it's gonna be hard to reference it, but go ahead, continue.
You're not talking about your boy that you used to make me listen to, Ahmad.
Oh no, what was his name? Fuck,
Ahmad something.
The Mac Within.
The Mac Within.
Yo,
yeah,
that guy
used to
fucks.
bump those, bro.
That guy fucks. When you're going through a breakup, you listen to the Mac Within, and you'd be like, "Fuck these hoes. I don't need none of them. I am the creator of life." That was the teachings.
Yeah.
Eastern philosophy.
It's all coming back to
Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. That's who
it
was.
That's his name. Yeah.
Tariq Nasheed.
He had callers and shit. Have you seen the kid on TikTok? That's like, he has bitches like FaceTime in with him, and they'll tell him their problem. They'll be like, you know, I'm trying to get this guy with, you know, I need a guy with a good job. He's got to be tall, this and that. You know, the shit that all these bitches think they want.
Yeah.
And he's like, bitch, what? You think you deserve a guy that makes that much money, and you can't even pay for eyeliner?
That's the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like him, like in a dark lit room, right?
I don't know. I've only seen a couple of them, but I almost couldn't even watch it. It was so
he fucking tears them down.
It was so inspiring for me that I had to turn it off.
Yeah,
because I was enjoying it too much.
He fucks him up, and then by the end they're like, "You're right. I'm a fucking piece of shit."
Yeah.
Like, damn.
That's a little too much. I definitely get telling these hoes. I was just contemplating. All right, let me tell you about this. I want to hang out with this broad who I've smashed before.
Mm-hmm.
She's hot, bro. She's like 23, like fucking smoking, like hot young chick. But she fucking piles on the makeup and just makes herself even uglier. And I'm trying to, not even uglier. She makes herself ugly with the makeup. And I'm trying to think of a way to be like you like don't do that.
You
like,
gotta tell him
doing
bro.
that. But me telling her that, she would like get upset. You know what I mean? Like you tell a bitch that and they get upset. They're like,
I feel like you could
you're
spin
telling me
move
what
it. You
to
could
do.
Be like, listen.
I'm trying to be like, yo, you're over seasoning the steak. Like relax a little bit.
But I feel like if you tell them like, yo, like you have true inner beauty, then you can make it a nice way.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Saying?
Here's the problem with that. When that comes from me, it just sounds like I'm
You're
trying to
fuck.
get in their panties, right?
Yeah.
But I've already fucked you. Like I have no reason to tell you this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like other than I just feel like people need to tell girls some things. They're losing it. These hoes are losing it, bro. Sometimes you got to be like, yo, you are fucking smoking hot.
Uh-huh.
Don't fuck it up. No, we don't need makeup. Like overdoing it. Your shit is caking off your face for no reason. It's covering up the good things.
It's all these YouTube tutorials on how to do makeup.
Bro,
and all
it's
these bitches
fucking me up.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's a crazy time to be alive.
Fucking me up. I'm like, what am I looking at? This girl's 23. Like, I'm like, it's beautiful. You're grass-fed, free-range steak. Like, you don't need anything on top.
But
they want to put ketchup on it.
Antibiotics in there.
They want to put fucking ketchup and A1 on it.
Shit. What else you got?
It's crazy, bro.
DJ Noslip, what did I just turn into? I don't know. You know, we're just kind of
Who the fuck
spitballing.
knows? This is Beavis and Butthead, baby.
But welcome. Let's talk music. What do you like? What are you listening to lately?
Man, you want to talk music?
Let's talk music talk.
I've just been listening to my brother's playlist, really. Which
Is that what you were playing earlier?
Yeah,
that's
what that was.
Napped to? Because that was fucking fire.
Yeah, you fell asleep to. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Some good shit in there. What?
Yeah.
It's like new shit though, right?
I think you fell asleep to RJD2.
I don't know if that was good, but the rest of it was good. Whatever. I think I woke up to some what the fuck is his name?
Joey Badass.
No, not Joey Badass. Fuck.
Jay Electronica.
Yes.
Yeah, little Exhibit C.
Which I'm no, it wasn't Exhibit C. Well, it was Exhibit C, but then he played another one too, right?
I don't know. It was on shuffle.
No. Yep. And that's why we're DJs, folks, because we have no fucking clue what we're talking about when it comes to music.
I mean, I know you like to pick your music.
Yeah.
I don't. I really don't.
You don't?
I'm like, I feel like I'm at work again. Like I'm shuffling through music. If I have a song in mind or something that I want to hear.
So you're more of like, give me what you got.
Yeah, I'm like, let me go to the playlist, hit shuffle, just fucking do the work for me. This is what I do at work. I want nothing to do with having to control the music. Just set it and forget it for me.
I get it. I mean, yeah, when you're not working, you want to kind of get away from it.
That's why I remember I used to be on Pandora, and you're like, why the fuck are you on Pandora, bro?
But sometimes some heaters will come across that like you don't listen to. I think about it like this, man. Picking music is kind of like how they explain neuroplasticity, right? When they're talking about like your brain cells and how like.
Hold on, let me get ready for this.
Are you not high enough yet?
I didn't know you were going to be talking about neuroplasticity on the show today.
Well, I'm just saying,
Doctor.
This is kind of what I imagine neuroplasticity, and I could be saying this wrong. I'm probably butchering this, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Because like there's that there's like these brain games you can play that are like stimulate your brain development so that like, okay, basically follow me, right?
Okay.
Your brain carries these like electrical impulses through these neurological pathways, right?
Okay.
And there's like certain directions, right, that your brain just becomes comfortable with, like through your daily routine. Like, I don't know, wake up, jerk off.
Your habits, the habits that
exactly.
you're forming.
But these habits are caused by your brain taking these pathways that it takes, right? But then to make it venture off, you have to like exercise your brain to do that, right? So I think when I'm DJing and I'm going through my crates, I'm not just playing like jumping in a crate and playing one song to the next song to the next song. But even when I'm searching through my alt crate, I still end up playing the same shit because my brain is like trained just automatically to be like, oh, I need to play some cut or some, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Is
I mean,
that
some
your
of it has to do
brain?
with the crowd too, obviously. But I think that my problem is that and I'm sure other DJs could probably relate to this, is that you get into this mode where like you know what songs work, and so
Yeah,
you don't
I
really
think
take.
that's what it is more than anything. I think it's more of a convenience thing where it's almost like a lazy thing almost. And I'm not calling you lazy because I
Right.
do this too all the time. But I think that you just know what works because through trial and error of the 10 plus years you've been doing this,
Yeah.
you now know exactly what works. So you
Yeah.
can just kind of you're like, yeah, I know this works. I know this works. I know this works. You know what I mean?
But even more so,
I don't think it's your brain. I don't think you're like, oh, I have to put this song
no,
with
because
this song.
I'll go through the crates and I'll be like, what can I play? You know what I'm saying? Maybe a lot of it is that like I'm more comfortable,
It's
that
it's comfort. You
I'm
know
like,
it's gonna work.
it's safer.
It's
but
for
think
this
about this then.
room.
What about the next DJ might come on and his go-to playlist is probably different.
Because I think that's a product of who that person is, what music he was raised on, what music he loves, what music he got into DJing through, what rooms he DJs at, where is he from Chicago, is he from Philadelphia? I think that's a product.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
For sure. I'll give you that.
I mean, I feel like what you're saying is true. I think the pathway thing happens, but I don't think that the pathway is what determines what we do. I think we determine the pathway.
Yeah. For sure.
Know? And it's easy to just take the one that's already ingrained in. It's hard to get out of the thing and create a new one, but I think that you can do that.
So then what would you say is a good exercise to shake things up, to not play the same shit? Because that's my biggest qualm, is that like I feel like after playing 6 nights a week every fucking week, and I'm just like, fuck, I need to play something different. Like I'm going to go crazy if I hear these same songs.
For me, I think that I like to try weird shit during the day shifts when there's not a huge room full of people that's depending on me hitting the mark. You know what I'm saying? When there's like 5-6 tables, just people, I love just DJing and playing weird shit and seeing who's into what and like really reading the room, but it's like such a small room, you know?
Yeah.
At that point, you're basically just reading each table.
What
Sometimes
would you
I
say
try and fuck bitches. Like if I play some shit that I like and like there's a hot girl at the bar or something and she's fucking with it, I'm like, okay, let me try and talk to this girl like through the music.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
You find your muse is what I always call it. I'm like, okay, I'm playing for this person, right? And I'm like, if I can fucking get them rocking, fuck everybody else, like that's my center point.
Yeah.
But like more so like, I don't know. What was like the last song you can remember that you never really played, but then you played it in a set and it fucking went well?
And it went well?
Yeah.
Shit.
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The last song that I tried out, I think it's mostly like just that's a good fucking question. I mean, I like to play Sublime. It's not like new.
No, not new, but new to your repertoire.
It's not necessarily new to my repertoire. I almost feel like it's some old. It's like from. Sometimes I think about what I was doing when I first started DJing, and I'm like, well, let me fuck with those songs again. You know what I mean? Like I know that I have these blends that I used to do, and I'm like, well, let me see what's up with those, and I'll play them in a newer room. You know what I mean?
And then maybe you mix that old track to
I'm
a new one and it works. I get it.
Yeah.
So that leads me to the next question. So you're talking about things you were playing when you first started DJing. I think about sometimes what were like, okay, so I feel like, and we've talked about this before, we've probably even talked about it on the show before, there's like a 10-year reset, right? So every like few years, there's like a new batch of fucking 21 to 25-year-olds that are out fucking partying their dicks off. And their idea of an old school jam is going to be different than the last generation's idea of an old school jam. And I find that usually, right, there's like a 10-year mark. So whatever the hot records were 10 years ago from today, that's that 21 to 25 groups.
What are those records right now?
Well, if I had to think about it, and again, I haven't really reset that post-COVID, because once COVID happened, I kind of just got onto like doing my own shit, like playing what I like. I'm like kind of not fuck everybody else, but I'm like more thinking about me. But thinking about the audience, I would say now, well, that would be 2011, right? And that scares me because now the records that were hot in 2011, I was DJing in 2011, and that makes me feel old as fuck.
Yeah.
But more so,
but you know,
the
you
music
got all
was
the records.
fucking trash.
Is that
like, okay, think about what was hot in 2011.
Is that
Jay Sean. Fucking.
Is that the Lady Gaga era, or was that a little bit later? I feel like almost
2011. No, I mean, okay. So what year did?
Or maybe Lady Gaga was earlier. Lady Gaga might have been like 9, 10. So yeah, 11. Yeah, 11's not a great time for music.
I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm saying, but I'm like, but is that us just because we're older, or is that like 2011 Billboard 100? Let's see what comes up here.
I kind of came into the game when Lady Gaga was getting hot like that. I was playing at a live one with Castle, and that was like a hipster, like, we don't fucking play that music here kind of vibe.
Yeah,
like if you requested Lady Gaga, you like they'd be like, get the fuck out of here, like you're not supposed to be here.
I love that so much, but unfortunately we don't play in that climate today.
We don't play in that climate today.
So
but it's weird to come from that, and now I'm here, and now I got to be playing Lady Gaga records.
Well, here's the top 10 from 2011 Billboard Top 100. Adele, Rolling in the Deep.
That song kind of fucks.
That's not bad. That's not
There's
bad.
some good remixes.
Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO.
Not the best time for music.
Party Rock Anthem. And what was the version we were always playing back then? There was a version. It was like the...
Well, how did the hook go? It's
Party Rock. Yeah. But there was a version that was like a electro house version that everybody played. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Thank you for party rocking.
Some shit. Katy Perry Firework. E.T. Katy Perry. Give Me Everything by Pitbull. This is just a fucking throw up of pop music.
Yeah, this is when Timber was coming. Like, this was the precursor to
Super Bass by Nicki Minaj.
That song kind of fucks.
But I played that song so many goddamn fucking times. I never want to have to hear it. Moves Like Jagger and Just Can't Get Enough by Black Eyed Peas. Remember when the Black Eyed Peas like were on their way to ruin the world? Like, they couldn't fucking miss. Like, every fucking song on the radio was Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, dude. But that's when I was playing bar mitzvahs too. Those kids love the Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, I'm sure. Black Eyed Peas was fucking.
They go fucking off. There's even that one song that says L'chaim in it.
Oh yeah.
It's like a chant back and forth.
Yo, I bet that one bang, boy. Did you have like a house remix?
No, I was just playing the originals. I had their library. They gave me their library.
So why did they make you do that, or that's just the way it ended up?
Did they make me do what? Take their library?
Shout out to DJ Nasliv for saying this is the greatest podcast listen all week. Sorry. When I see things, I think them. I can't process.
And now my dick's soft.
All right. Sorry. Wait.
So you're like a girl that like you're fucking and you think that things are going well. Bro,
please don't ever compare me to a girl you're fucking.
You think that things are going well, and then you're like, I gotta pee. And you're like, what?
Who? Motherfucker, you're the one that's always got to pee during the podcast.
True.
We're about to that point anyways.
I do have to pee right now, but
no. So was the purpose of them giving you the Arsenal music, was that so they knew you weren't going to play dirty versions?
No. I mean, I could play whatever I wanted, but they were like, we want you to have our music because there's like, they just want to make sure that all of their DJs have all of their shit because they send people out to different events.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And they need to make sure that their DJs maybe have like these Frank Sinatra songs for the dinner portion of the wedding. You know?
Okay.
Fucking,
did you get tips a lot back then, or that was like the worst?
Thinking back to doing that, it was like such a shitty, and not even shitty. Like at the time, it was cool. But then once you grow out of it and realize how shitty it is, you kind of just like delete it. You're like, fuck that. Who cares about that? Like, it doesn't even feel like I did that thinking back to it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I mean, you were getting paid to DJ, so at the time it probably
it was
felt
amazing. I'm like, yo, I get to fucking DJ, but dude, I had to drive out to the northwest burbs.
A lot of bar mitzvahs out that way.
Pick up their truck that was loaded with all the shit and drive the truck. and do the shit, and you're getting paid $20 an hour.
Oof.
So you'd make like $200 in a night for 10 hours, 11 hours.
That's
which
19
for a kid,
or whatever, you know.
Yeah, 18, 19. Decent.
Did you ever get to fuck any of the moms at the bar mitzvah?
This was
Is that a
what
thing?
era
Is that like
was
a
this?
wedding? Like, you know, weddings, like the fucking bridesmaids always get drunk and get fucked.
no. So
Do the moms
girl-
get fucked? At
the
bar
girls that you want to fuck at the bar mitzvahs. The worst way to start a
mitzvahs?
sentence
That sounded really bad.
ever are the are the dancers that work for the company that you.
Oh,
work
they have
for.
dancers, like
Yeah,
go-go
they got
dancers.
the little bad bitch. Yeah, this is like what Hooters is to a bottle service girl.
Okay.
Like this is what this is to a go-go dancer.
This is a precursor kind of thing.
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
train them.
Yeah.
They're what do they call them? Farming them? No, they're grooming them.
They're grooming them to become good go-go dancers in the club. The little pasties, you know what I mean? They still got shirts on at the bar
Yo,
mitzvahs.
how lit would a bar mitzvah be if you were a kid and you had fucking go-go dancers with pasties?
I don't think we're far off. About
I mean,
25, 30 years.
Yeah.
Once prostitution's fully legal, everyone joins New York. You know what I mean? We're gonna slide right in.
Shout
there.
out to New York for taking the leap.
Very progressive.
You know,
Very progressive. I like that.
you have to wear a mask every time you walk down the street, but you can have sex with a prostitute
As long as you both have masks on.
as long as you both have masks on.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily on your penis, but on your face.
All right, let me read this next thing I wrote. This is definitely when I was just flying high at the gym, and I had to pull my phone out and write something down. There's so much about the internet that I don't think that normal people know. And I say this as a normal person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I know more than anyone else. I just feel like there's so much that we don't know.
Right.
You know?
Every day's a school day, baby. We're just here to learn.
And I feel like my phone knows when I'm vulnerable. Like if I order some Uber Eats at 2 a.m., I feel like the phone starts to put the pieces together for you. Because you get you know what I mean? You get the dessert, then you get on Instagram and they're just loading up the booty pics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know what you
know
want.
your routine.
They understand your routine. Just like when you get in the car and it tells you
how
17
far home
minutes
is, yeah.
to fucking wherever you're going that you're like, I didn't even know I was going there, but how'd you know? Like,
It's
yeah,
because
that's where I'm
we're
going.
fucking to computers. We are the mice in the maze.
Yeah, exactly. So like anything I do on my phone, I feel like my phone knows what's then gonna come next. Like,
Yeah.
I order some fucking Uber Eats. They know that I'm going to GoPuff. Then I'm gonna fucking go to Instagram. Instagram's gonna send me to Pornhub, and I feel like there's a whole back door to this where people are paying each other and getting paid the same
for
way.
sure.
The same way that a taxi driver gets $5 per head for everybody he drops off at the strip club.
Yeah.
I feel like Pornhub has got to be paying
100%.
Instagram for sending people there.
When I was in sales, we called it a bird dog.
Yeah,
It was like you
the
get a
bird
$50
dog.
bird dog.
Yeah, bird dog.
And fucking but yeah, no, that's 100% true because here's something even more fucked up, okay? When I'm like looking at porn and I'm looking up some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like I'll go back to Instagram and like all these like suggested things are like Asian, like why is everyone Asian on my fucking feed right now?
We're looking up
and I'm
Asian
like,
hate
damn.
porn.
And I'm like, this is like for real. There's 100% truth to what you're saying.
Dude.
The communication goes both ways too.
Yeah, I just think it's in a whole nother language that we don't speak. Like a tech person could probably confirm all this. Be like, yeah, for sure. Like, what do you?
We may need to hit up Gibbs.
Like, you're a retard. They've been doing that for 20 years now. You know what I mean?
We may need to patch in with Gibbs one of these days.
I don't even know if Gibbs is the guy. He might be. He's
If
definitely got
he might
more
be able to
insight.
steer us in the right direction.
He'll steer us in the right direction. But I just feel like I'm on to, like, I like everything I do is habitual. Like you were talking earlier with the
Neuroplasticity,
fucking,
baby.
with the waves. Like everything I do, it all happens one after the other. Like if I go to the gym, you know what I mean? The phone knows where to send me next. I'm getting ads for the next thing that I might be wanting. Some fucking water or some vitamins. You know what I mean? It's like there's no free will anymore.
No, for sure, because everything could
we're
be
being
monetized,
steered.
and we're just being fucking sold everything. And it used to piss me off because for a long time I was thinking that like it could read my mind, and I was like, this is fucking bullshit. I'm like, because it would like suggest things that I was thinking about that I wouldn't speak about.
Yes.
Like, okay, all right, if I say the word, I know the fucking phone's listening at all times, And if I say the word fucking Cialis, I'm gonna get fucking ads for Viagra
God,
and everything.
there's
And
Blue
I'm sure
Chew,
just from
Hims.
saying this, all the fucking ads are gonna pop up. I guarantee it. But what it was more fucked up is that like other things that I wouldn't even speak about, like maybe if I was thinking about buying wheels or something, would just pop up and it'd be the exact wheel I was thinking about. And I'm like,
dude,
fuck, did it know that? And I didn't. And I'd be like, I didn't search it on Google anytime recently or nothing like that. And I'm like, how the fuck did it know that? And there's some kind of.
It's an accumulation of all the information they have. They know. Like, we're just fucking creatures.
Yeah. Well, we put out all of our thoughts into Google, right? So if you're like, if you're just thinking about something stupid, like, how many minutes could a person last with their head cut off or something, it knows every fucking stupid thought you've ever thought because you told it. Mm-hmm. You've typed it in physically, and they keep a record of all that shit. So now they know you better than you know yourself.
And yeah, because I think, like, let's say you go and make 2 purchases, right? Like, let's say you go and make, like, you buy a foam roller for your back, and then you buy like the fucking needle massage therapy mat thing. Like, now it has that information along with all the other information it has about you, and it knows when people buy this and this, this is the next spot they're going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're already gonna feed that to you.
But they're more deep in it than like just suggesting. Most people bought this, but they're like, no, we're gonna really trick you. We're gonna put a fucking ad that you're gonna think is a post on your Instagram, and then next thing you know, you just spent fucking $500 on a new foam roller that did nothing different.
Yeah. And you're just fucking trapped. That's the world that people are trapped in, bro.
Yeah, and now they want to, but it's too hard to unplug. So here we are.
We're locked in, baby.
We're locked in, baby.
I like to push into it, you know?
Just fucking embrace
I play into it. Yeah, embrace it.
Just lean all the way in.
Just lean into it, baby.
How are you guys liking my shorts?
Happen. I mean, your legs are so fucking white. I don't even know if people could see this.
I feel like it may be glaring the screen a little bit.
Yeah.
I apologize if it's blinded anyone.
Clean it up. For a kid with a fucking pool in his backyard, those are the whitest legs I've ever seen in my life.
I've only started going out recently, okay? They're not too bad. They're not as bad as they were. They were so bad you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the sock.
Those things look like fucking fish sticks, bro.
Listen, fish sticks, first of all, would be a golden brown crust, okay? Unless you're referring to the interior.
Yeah, that looks like the inside of a fucking fish fillet.
Looks like
a
naked fish stick. Thanks, guys. Let me get a blanket. No. So what else we got? What else you got on that
I
little
think
list?
that was the last thing I had typed up.
That was it. So we're just fucking freestyling.
We're freestyling it. Well, let's go to the segment where we write the
story time.
We write the strategy and DOLO story.
The greatest story ever told on Earth.
Yeah. So you're.
So I'm having an identity crisis with this fucking facade. This facade that I'm putting on to sell to bottle service clubs because I'm told by my friend Syed that this is the way to go. Who is a very intelligent person. And
he wasn't wrong though.
He wasn't wrong.
Definitely doing that.
It got me gigs.
Even though we ended on you saying like, "Yo, it feels so much better to be who I actually am," which is of course obviously true. It's not to say that wasn't a good thing.
It was a necessary step because I maybe would have never landed in a position where I could be myself,
right,
in a comfortable situation without first having fucking realized that, that wasn't the route. So we hadn't met yet, right? You're playing at.
We hadn't met. I was stuck at Stout. I was in I think a very familiar situation for a lot of DJs, especially nowadays, where a venue wants to keep you as their own DJ. You are DJing at their venue. You are their DJ. They don't want you DJing anywhere else, which is a compliment in a way, saying, yo, you like the work that I do. Thank you. I appreciate that. But also, if you want to push your own career forward, you have to go and expand your brand and DJ everywhere. Try and DJ around the world. Mm-hmm. If you can't leave this one venue or this series of venues, some companies own a bunch of different places, it's going to be really hard to get your name out there.
Yeah.
So that's where I was. I was at Stout, and they wanted to keep me at Stout. They're like, yo, we'll give you hours. We'll pay you. They paid really well. They always paid on time. It was very steady money. And, you know, you first get the job, you're like, yo, I'm fucking DJing for a living. I'm a professional
How
DJ.
tight
now.
was that when the first time you actually got to the point where you didn't need a full-time job anymore? Because I remember there was a time, you know, years before what we're talking about, where I was selling cars during the day and at night doing maybe I had a Wednesday residency and like a Saturday residency or Friday residency, which killed me. I work on Saturday mornings, but
That's the shit you do.
That was like the tough stage. Like you're not really ready to jump out the window because you have fucking responsibilities and bills and things like that. And a $150 gig is not going to pay that once a week. So you're kind of like in that purgatory state and you're like, fuck. And then eventually you get that good residency and you're like, fuck it, I'm going all in.
Yeah.
And then like a month in and you're like, wow, this is really working.
It's happening.
It's
like,
incredible, that feeling, right?
I remember walking home after making the first $1,000 I made in a single day. And like, I was like calling people and like, I was like, yo, like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like, how did this even happen?
Is this real?
Yeah. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that gets old quick.
Yeah. Which is fine. Because
the lust for, the love and everything for what you do gets so drowned out by the politics and the business and the money.
Everything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's kind of the, if it never got old, you would never progress. So
true. There's got to be some sort of struggle. There's
so you're at
some
Stout.
sort of struggle.
You're
I'm
doing
at
your
Stout.
thing.
They don't want me to leave, but I'm like, yo, I gotta fucking do it, you know. And the whole thing of it, and this is something that Architect told me was like, yo, you're making $100 an hour right here, no problem. Don't ever have to even send an invoice to get your money. Like a lot of people put you through the ringer to get your money because like whatever, I don't know, there's many reasons, but these guys the check's always there. It's easy, and that means a lot. I didn't really know that meant a lot at the time because I never had any other experiences, but now having all these other experiences, that means a lot. At the end of the day, when you're deciding what you want to do, that's a factor for me.
For sure.
Like, is the
100%.
money on time? Do I have to fight for it? Is it a daily, a weekly run around? Because that happens a lot.
And that's exhausting. That whole fucking
worst,
thing
bro.
of chasing checks and like, oh, did you invoice Karen? Yeah, I fucking invoiced Karen.
Yeah.
Oh, did you call her? You need to call her and remind her because she's really busy and she forgets a lot of shit. It's like, motherfucker, just pay me. Yeah, whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, it gets old. But I don't even know. I just got lost in that. I don't even know what I was talking about.
You
I
were
was
saying,
at
you were
Stout.
saying he said you had to secure the bag.
Yeah.
It's a good
Architect
thing.
was like, yo, you're getting this money. So there's no reason that you should leave and do anything else for anything less or even equal to this money.
Yeah.
Because this money is here, and if you are going to go get some other money and fuck with, the
circuit?
politics, the precious nature of the situation where they don't really want you DJing anywhere else, it's got to be for more money.
Yeah.
And that was something I always did. Anytime someone would offer me gigs, they always offer you the baseline, $100 an hour. I'd be like, yo, I need this, like it's the only way because I already got this. If I'm gonna leave here, it's got to be for more or whatever.
100%. Yeah, because why am I gonna risk my position here?
Yeah, so
to get the same thing there.
And that has always come into play when climbing the ladder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's something that never went away. You build a steady base, and then you could get to the next level, build a steady base there, and you just rinse and repeat. So that was really important. But yeah, I was at Stout, and then I started. I was like, I gotta DJ other places. I gotta go. I want to build my brand. Making money is cool. It's awesome. But I believe in myself enough that I can keep making money other places. Yeah. If these guys were to get so mad that they were like, we're firing you.
Yeah.
So I did that. I took the leap, and that's when I started going around, seeing other DJs and all that shit. And I would see your flyers and shit. I'd see your flyers for Roof and Paris and Underground, and you were one of the dudes. It was like you, Rock City, Architect, Jersey. I feel like even that was
right before Jersey
right before he kind of blasted off into Vegas.
Because I actually got my Roof residency when he left because he was getting on the road so much.
Yeah, and then Dante, I feel like when I started, Dante was either maybe just coming back from doing the Barstool Blackouts or something, because I felt like he was just getting back into the rotation of things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he was definitely at the top of the game though.
I'm trying to think who else was like fucking on their shit back then. Yeah, I guess those are the main ones that come to mind. But I mean, there were obviously other people that were the pop. Matt Rowan was doing his thing a lot back then.
Yeah, Matt Rowan and the other guy
E6,
from the company, E6. Yeah, good guys.
But so I think the first time I remember it was at Hefe, I think, right? Or that was like one of the places I would always see you at, because I think you were starting to play at Hefe.
Yeah.
Or you were playing somewhere, and I would be at Hefe and I would see you.
Yeah, I think we started partying at Hefe a little bit. I can't really remember 100%. I just remember Underground. That night.
Yeah.
That night that you offered me.
Were you drinking at that time, or you were still not drinking yet?
I was drinking, I believe, but I drank very carefully. Like I drink carefully now, but I was drinking very carefully back then.
Yeah.
You know,
it was like a shot. You're like, I'm
maybe
good.
like a shot. Yeah, I was just coasting. I was in the pocket.
I mean, it's not a bad place to be.
I was in the fucking pocket.
It's not a bad place to be.
Yeah.
So we're at Underground. Probably Architect was playing or someone.
I feel like it was Rock City.
Was it Rock City?
I think it was Rock City. It was definitely a little bit of a blurry night, but I just remember that this man, you know, he had a woman, and her woman had a woman, and then there was me. So I was thinking like, yo, this guy's got a girl and there's a girl for me. Like, I'll take the other girl. But this man right here, this man sitting next to me, this fucking legend, he offered me his girl with him.
You know, that's how you really consummate a friendship.
That's how you consummate a fucking friendship. That is the ultimate. It hits you somewhere in your bones.
It's like breaking bread. It's like, come eat at my table. You don't have to sit over there.
Breaking bread and getting head, you know?
Breaking bread and getting head.
Yeah.
I like that. That could be the name of the movie. Breaking bread and getting head. That'd be a fucking...
No, that's when I was like, all right, this is my guy right here. Like, we're going to fucking party. And then we were on the same page. It was like we had the same mentality. That's really what it was. It was like, yo, we're doing this DJ shit, and we both understand that partying and having a good time and utilizing that adds value to our brand.
For sure.
And
we
just
I feel like, not to downgrade anyone else that was in the scene at the time, but I felt like a lot of people were very like comfortable in their situation, but we were like, I don't want to say we had more hustle in us, but I felt like
we were hungry, bro.
I felt like we were hungry, yeah.
But we were hungry because we were having the most fucking fun doing it.
For sure. It was definitely we don't give a fuck. Like before the Sanuts thing ever happened, we were still like fucking pouring alcohol on bitches and trying to fucking motorboat tits in the club. Yeah. And people were like, yo, y'all got to chill out. You guys are going too hard. Yeah. Right? No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to start a DJ duo called Bill Cosby.
Oh, yeah. Was that at that time or was that later?
That was before. That was like before everything. That's what we did. Like, we would still go out and party and shit, but it was like we would kick it at your crib in Wicker and just try and make beats.
Was that where we were making beats? Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I was thinking it was on upstairs. Okay, so yeah, that was like way back. Yeah. So we had this idea. This is right around when Bill Cosby was getting all his fucking flack for drugging those women. So we find, what a better way to exploit such a situation than use the name Bill Cosby.
Yeah, that was always our thought. Like, how can we get the ball rolling a little bit quicker than just like thinking of a cool name or something like, give me a name that's going to stir someone up a little bit.
Yeah, we want to cause a little controversy rather than just like taking out the fucking vowels of our name and just running with it.
And that's kind of always been our thing.
Yeah, but Bill Cosby didn't really take off too well. I think there's a Bobby Shmurda mix out there somewhere.
I played it a couple times.
There was a couple other ones. They're not bad. But it was like for what we were doing, it wasn't really the music that we would be playing. It was just like music we enjoyed, which is like boom bap kind of hip hop sound.
Yeah, we were having a good time. That was the step one. Like, you know what I mean? That was our first time like working together, and that was when I lived with my brother at the time, I was living in my brother's extra bedroom at his apartment with his boy Joey.
Okay.
Joey Ice Baths.
Joey Ice Baths, yes.
And he was letting me stay there because I was looking for a place to buy. So it was in Lincoln Square. It wasn't by my friends or anything. My brother was there, but he's working, whatnot. So I was always trying to be out of the house. So I was always at your crib.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true because you were low key stacking bread, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like fucking renting this shitty little apartment.
Yeah.
But that's also how you fucking became a homeowner at like what 24, 25?
25, yeah.
That's fucking. It's a round of applause for the man. It's a real fucking true Jew, baby.
That's a true Jew right there, baby. I'm just living my Jew.
I ain't mad at you. So Bill Cosby came out, or we tried pushing that. It wasn't really doing much. I think the next chapter would be the Send Nudes. Do we get into Send Nudes today, or
I feel like we may have to keep that under wraps.
Yeah, we gotta hold that. We can't. That's gotta be at least like episode 3 before Send Nudes came.
That's a big one. That's.
Well, wait. Lowrider Talk came before Send Nudes, though, right?
No. Lowrider Talk came after because Send Nudes was already happening, and it was like, okay, I know that people want to see this, content. But what the fuck else do I do?
Yeah.
Like when I'm not in the club getting girls to put stickers on, there's got to be something else.
Yeah. Well, we can't give up the sauce yet. It'd be backwards.
Yeah.
So we're working on Bill Cosby. We're going out. What were the places we were going to a lot? I think if I remember were we going to a lot of like
I remember going to Trap House a lot. Tuesdays at Trap.
Trying to get a free bottle of Jameson.
Well, yeah, this is
probably before we were getting free anything. We were fucking paying for everything.
Free anything. That's right. Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, just fucking building the name up. Where did we go? I mean, I think we just went to the standard spots, which was Paris Underground for sure. Hefe was pretty hot
for sure.
Bottled wasn't there. Joy District was not there.
What was?
Tunnel
the Mid.
Wasn't
the
there.
Mid was the spot.
Mid on Monday.
Mondays at the Mid.
Bull and Bear on Sunday.
Bull and Bears on Sundays with Jesse Seeley.
Yo.
What a fucking guy.
Public House on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday was Hefe. Thursday was Underground.
There was like a whole like just circuit, and it's the same shit that's going on now in every fucking city. But at that time, for us, I mean, it was so comparable to things that I would see on like old documentaries about like New York nightlife in the 80s, or like they had this thing called like the Manhattan like 200 or some shit like that, and it was like the same 200 people that would always go to these clubs. And I'm like, I know that same 200 people in Chicago, and you knew the same 200 people in Chicago, and it got to the point where we're like, we need a fucking, I don't even know if it was premeditated as much as it just kind of started happening with like copious amounts of alcohol and young women that enjoyed living their best life.
Yeah, they did. Shouts to all the girls that let me fuck them. I mean, I'm going to be honest. There was a lot of times that I would not let me fuck me. And you let me fuck you? That's great.
You're a fucking
thank
trooper.
You. Honestly, thank you.
Sometimes,
I got that big mirror at like the foot of my bed. Like, yo, I'd get out of my bed, like, just like fucking covered in omelet sauce and toast crumbs and fucking Jameson in my beard and shit. I had the long ass beard, so you'd wake up and it'd be like this.
Oh, you had like that pirate.
And like I'd be lazy from not shaving my head, so I'd have like the side hair growing in and the top, and like I'd walk past my mirror in the morning and just see myself, and I'm like, wow, she let me fuck her. I like look back, I'm like, oh my god, that's great.
Yeah, because they weren't grenades.
And
you were fucking
do it
yo.
again,
When
dog.
you were at your heaviest, you were fucking the baddest bitches in the city. I remember because I'd be mad as hell. I was like, what the fuck am I doing wrong,
dude?
But yeah, I think it was just
times.
the lack of giving a fuck really fucking helped.
They like that. They just love that.
They love that.
They love that.
Big on guys who don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and I mean, what's like the type of dude that doesn't give the most fuck? I feel like.
Drug addicts.
Okay, cocaine addicts in the club.
Let's be honest.
Could be onto something.
Well, that's a kind of a catch-22 though, because they're kind of using a separate tool, but that's a whole nother story. But I mean, honestly, like, think about it. The rock stars always had the most bitches. Why? Because the rock stars did what the fuck they wanted. And bitches love that. You know what I'm saying? They love that freedom.
I like that.
Everybody loves that freedom. Who doesn't want to live a life where you can do whatever the fuck you want to do? If you work at a fucking office and you are punching a clock like a fucking slave, you're going to fucking hate it, right? And then you see somebody out here fucking getting his dick sucked in the bathroom and getting paid $150 an hour to do it. You want to be like him.
Yeah, I never understood that, really. I don't
punching
get it.
The clock?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I think it is,
you can literally do anything that you want.
I think a lot of people, though, had gotten brainwashed somewhere along the lines to believe that, or I think a lot of it is fear. You know, people are like, well, yeah, you could do that, but, like, you don't know you're going to have a gig, or you don't know you're going to be able to pay your bills. Like, at least if I'm with this corporation, they love me and they'll never fire me. And then they fucking get laid off for the boss's nephew.
Because of the pandemic.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The only thing stopping people is themselves. That's the most fucked up part.
Straight up. So if you're watching this shit, go out and get your dick sucked in the bathroom. You get paid to do it.
You too can get paid to get your dick sucked in the bathroom. There's nothing special about either one of us sitting on this couch right here.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Get up out of your fucking cubicle, your little rolly chair with the bum wheel.
You got your fucking controller you bought from Guitar Center.
You got
Put it to fucking work, baby.
Dust
Plug
that
and
bad
play.
boy off.
Plug and play.
Get in there.
The game is so, and I hate to sound like the fucking old DJ, but I have no other choice because I'm an old DJ. The game is so much easier. You have the controller. There's really nothing stopping you from fucking starting your own party. Maybe a speaker if they don't have a sound system, which most clubs, even if they don't have equipment, they'll have a sound system. You pull up, you plug in, and you fucking rock, and you fucking network, and you do all the shit, and you pay the dues. You can fucking get it. That's it.
Easy money. There's a lot of young kids. I have trouble finding young kids with good work ethic.
That's the double-edged sword, right? So the game is so much easier now because there's so much less hurdles to go over that it makes people lazy.
Yeah, so there's a lot more shitty DJs.
Well, I wouldn't even say
back in the day there was just less but better.
Okay, no, let me take that back. I wouldn't say that there's less, or I wouldn't say that there's more shitty DJs now. I would say that there's more, because if you use the equipment now, it can mix for you. So it'd be really hard to be a shitty DJ unless you really fucking suck. But back in the day, there was still a lot of shitty DJs because I know a lot of people that are old and they're like, oh, yeah, I used to have some turntables. I was a DJ. And they couldn't fucking mix a beat for their life.
Don't you hate that guy?
Yeah. Oh, there's so I'm sure they're everywhere, but I feel like Chicago was just fucking so filled with them because DJ culture is such a thing.
You know what guy I hate even more than that guy?
Who's that?
Is the DJ requester. I'm a DJ too, and I know that this
I know
is
you're
shitty.
gonna hate this,
I
but
know
bro,
that,
trust
like,
me.
This is not what you're supposed to do, but like you gotta play, you know. And I mean, like,
if you're a DJ,
that's why
you know I
meditate,
need to be paid
dog.
to play a request. I'm at the point now that I don't hate requests.
Yeah, because a lot of people understand that they gotta fucking.
As long as you pay me, I'll fucking play it.
Yo, my favorite is when Friday nights when we're DJing together, I get to be good cop and you're bad cop. You know, someone comes up with a request and this guy's on. We go 30 minutes back and forth. Each one of us DJs for 30 minutes. If he's playing and someone comes up with a request, I'm like, shit, man. If I was DJing, I'd play it. But like, I know if you give that guy some money, he'll definitely.
Yeah. But don't give him no like $50. He's gonna need at least $100.
Yeah, I'm like,
he's a dickhead.
He wants good money, you know.
Bro, and it works. And then we just split it because we say whatever is the night is our night. So it fucking it turns out to be pretty fruitful.
Yeah, it's fire.
But shout out to those people for paying.
All right, should we wrap it up
I think
so I can take a
we've
piss
hit that
real quick?
hour mark.
All right, let's fucking get it, baby. Thanks for joining the Kids Strategy and Dolo Show podcast. Like, subscribe, comment, send a picture of your mom's underwear drawer. You know, whatever
Let's see what
you got.
kind of dildo collection's going on.
Yeah, whatever you got. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Let's fucking go, champ.